Hello, welcome to my channel, Soul Luna Insights. Thank you so much for stopping by. This reading is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and I hope that this reading finds you at the right time. It is a timeless reading, meaning that whenever it finds you is when it's yours. I pray that this reading helps you on your soul journey, brings clarity into your life, and helps you to ascend on your path. So we're starting off the reading right here, Leo, where your first card is the Star. And when I'm looking at this card, what I was getting was a lot of you guys have been trying to reach out for your light. A lot of you guys have been trying to step into your power, trying to figure out your purpose, trying to rebirth yourself into a better version of yourself, into one where you feel more in control of your life and you feel that you're walking in your purpose. And I feel like for some of you guys, you've been trying to do this for a while, trying to bring in this new version of yourself or trying to manifest it into the physical form. I feel like some of you guys energetically, mentally, spiritually, you are already there, but in the physical, you have not been able to, the physical hasn't caught up with the spiritual in a sense. So your world may actually be too small for who you are becoming right now or who you are on the inside. And the outside doesn't seem to be reflecting that. And I feel like what triggered this desire for a rebirth or a new version of you was some sort of heartbreak or disappointment. So I'm seeing that like some of you guys energetically, like I said, it's like you're reaching into the cosmos, trying to pull in higher aspects of yourself and ground them into this reality. But what I'm seeing is the cause of that, or what led to that, was some sort of heartbreak. Now, this may have been a disappointment with a person. You may have had a relationship that didn't pan out the way you wanted it to. Some of you guys may have had a career or a job that just fell through. And I'm sorry if that happened. I know a lot of people are dealing with that due to the pandemic. And so I'm seeing that like there may have been that sort of thing. And that's what triggered this want to energetically upgrade, to upgrade yourself, upgrade your life, and spiritually upgrade yourself and step into your power. Because I'm feeling like a lot of you guys were left feeling low. And I'm thinking a lot of you guys, I'm feeling and intuitively feeling that there was some sort of, this kind of knocked your self-esteem and your self-worth when this happened. Maybe you were ghosted, maybe you were fired or let go. But what I'm seeing next is that after the universe, God, the divine, however you refer to the creative energy that created all that is showing here that I'm seeing in this picture that this is you standing on a stage, but this is not you currently. This is the universe or God and the divine showing you that you are already who you are trying to pull in. The light is already on you. I feel like in this photo, you can see that she's reaching out. She's pulling in, trying to pull in the sun, pull in the light. But the next card shows that the light is already on you and has been on you. And I feel as though the divine is saying that, like, in this picture, Ten of Swords also is a card that usually represents defeat, a sense of defeat, a sense of completion, a sense of, again, of feeling disappointment. But I'm feeling as though, like, even though the light is shining on you, some of you guys are nostalgically looking back at the disappointment and are ruminating on the past. And because you're ruminating on the past, the present is having a hard time coming in. Um, it's having a hard time coming in because energetically, I'm seeing that as though it's kind of like you're meant to have clear skies, but because you're ruminating on the past, it's bringing in this crow like energy. And I feel like these crows right now are representing, dark thoughts, negative thoughts. And you guys may be ruminating on a negative past, and that's stopping you from being able to see what's in front of you. If you can even see here in both of these images, her back is torn, her back is towards us. And I feel like you, in a way, are just looking in the wrong direction because in order to pull in this light, in order to energetically pull in your light and pull in these higher aspects of yourself, you have to focus your energy now on the present, because there's a lot of energy here directed towards the past, and that's what's putting you in this hangman energy. And I'm seeing this as, you can see on the ground, there's all these symbols and like sacred lettering down there. And I feel like what's going on here is it's kind of like you're trying to come up with a master plan, but you're not oriented right energetically. You're not oriented in the right way. Your mind is still focused on what was, and you have to turn all your energy towards the present moment, because the present is where we're creating the future. The past is no longer here, and the future is not here yet. So it's like you are focusing a lot of your energy and channeling a lot of your energy on an old situation. And what that's doing is it's like whenever we put our energy on the past, we're like kind of anchoring that energy into the present. So rather than creating something new, we bring in the old again. And so I'm seeing here, it's like the divine is showing me right here that you have all the power to create the life you want. All the tools are in front of you. In fact, I already pulled your oracle cards, and it kind of turns into that, which I will talk about a little bit later. But you already are the magician. You can see this person is literally manifesting and harnessing the creative power of the universe, of God, of the divine, of the Most High. And we all have that energy within ourselves because we are all made in the image of the energy that created all that is. Even one of your oracle cards to bring it in was universe. We're all just stardust. And I feel like what that's just saying is that we all have that magical energy within us, and we all have the power to create within our own lives. We are not just passive spectators in the creation of life. We are co-creators with it, and where we put our attention is what manifests in our lives. And I'm seeing here that as you start to harness the power that is within you and channel your energy into practical action of what you can do now. I don't know if some of you guys are trying to start a business, or maybe some of you guys are trying to pursue a new direction or relationship, or maybe you're working on your health. Whatever area of your life where you're trying to kind of experience a sense of rebirth, you have to channel that energy into practical action. So let's say if you're trying to lose weight, you have to come up with a practical plan. Like, for example, I'm going to start intermittent fasting, or I'm going to begin going to the gym 3 days a week. With the pandemic, I know that's tricky, but maybe I'm going to use YouTube videos and work out at home, or I'm going to start to if you're someone that's into biblical fast, I'm going to go on a Daniel fast, which is a Christian fast where you only eat fruits and vegetables, and you're going to do that and pray. And if you're trying to seek a higher spiritual connection as well as lose weight. Like, there is a lot of ways for you to do this, but I'm just saying practical plan. If you're trying to start a business, or if you're trying to start, for example, like now, like me, like if I'm trying to start a YouTube channel, I have to come up with a certain schedule for myself or a certain goal, because sometimes we get lost in the the researching and the plan preparation, that we stay in this hangman energy where we're not doing anything though. Like, we're just enjoying discussing and talking about what we want to do rather than actually doing anything. Okay, and that also to me is like a devil energy that wants to keep you stagnant and stuck and still, and and not still in a, like, sometimes it's good to be still. That's not what I mean, not in a bad way, but just complacent and stagnant. And really, the chains or the biggest barrier is ourselves. We are the ones standing in our own way. And sometimes this could also be coming from a sense of laziness. And if that's the case, you want to pray on that. And if you do believe in fasting, sometimes you can, if you do believe in fasting, or you are someone that does believe in that sort of thing, sometimes we have to fast those things away. The stuff that, the blockages, the spiritual blockages. Fasting is a great way to break spiritual blockages, especially if you do a Daniel fast or a water fast of that sort. Like I said, of just eating fruits and vegetables and praying, but you have to accompany that with prayer. It cannot just be doing it for weight loss alone if you're seeking to remove spiritual blockages and barriers within your past, seen and unseen. But I'm seeing here that once you apply practical action towards your plan, the divine God, the Most High, the Mother, Father, Creator, however, like I said, you refer to that energy, is supporting you. And I want to look at your oracle cards a little bit too here, because I feel like it's applicable. So the 3 oracle cards you got were the Gatherer, Fire, and Lightning. So as we look at these 3 cards, all of them are actually giving me a similar message, and all the energy is the same, really, despite their differences in appearance. All of these cards, let's start with the Gatherer. The Gatherer finds and collects fruits, seeds, nuts, and vegetables and everything else, where in places where other people said there was nothing, in places where people said the soil wasn't fertile, the Gatherer finds a way to grow something there and to harvest it. And I feel like right now, the divine God is saying that you are already ripe. Okay? So if some of you guys are feeling like, oh, I do want to start that business, but I'm not smart enough, or I do want to apply to school, but I don't think I'm ready, or I do want to start working on my weight loss, but I don't think I'm disciplined enough, or I don't think I'm what the divine is saying. Or if you're trying to start a YouTube channel and you're like, I don't think I'm knowledgeable enough to talk about that stuff. What the divine is saying is that you are ripe. You are ready for the picking. To me, the gathering here is more so about you gathering and collecting yourself, you harvesting yourself. You are ripe and ready to be seen or be heard, or you're ready for that next step, that next phase. Maybe you're thinking, I want a relationship, but I still don't look the way I want to look. I still don't feel the way I want to feel. My body, I haven't lost the weight I want to lose. You are ready and you are worthy. Okay? What happens to a fruit when it stays on the vine too long after it's ripe? It gets rotten. So it's saying like right now, this is an opportune moment, because the next card here is fire. You have a fire burning inside of you. And Leo is already a fire sign. You have a lot of fire burning in you. And I feel as though it's like you are not you're not allowing this energy to express itself because of doubts, because of fears, because of laziness. Okay. And I say laziness because that's something that I'm really picking up on. And I know that if you guys know, Leo is represented by a lion. A lion sleeps for majority of the day. Okay. Majority of the day it's resting. Only when it wants to go go hunt for food. That's when it kind of gets up and goes and does something with itself. But for the most part, it's sleeping, it's relaxing. This energy sometimes can plague Leos, people with Leo placements, because, there is a desire to want to relax. And sometimes, and I'm not saying that we don't work hard, because I'm actually a Leo myself, but I feel like Leo sun. Leo Cancer sun, actually, because I'm on the cusp. But I do feel like, even myself, when I'm in a job, yes, I work hard, but I do also know that I can have that. I can have that wanting to relax, that spirit of wanting to relax. And this is go time, because the next card, lightning, because the divine God, the Most High, is trying to invigorate you and re-energize you. Okay, this lightning card, you can see, it's kind of hard to see, but there's a shadow of a man in the back, and this is like a light. And so what I'm seeing is that deep in the core of your being, the divine is trying to reignite your passion, your creativity, and your vitality for life. And what I'm hearing is that vitality will grow as you start living your purpose. When you find yourself tired and lazy, it's because you're not living your purpose. When you are living your purpose, and when you are pursuing something that is of a higher calling to you, or that is of your divine path, you will feel invigorated by that, because you will be doing something that is giving you life. When you're at a job that is not for you, it depletes you. That's all it does. It just keeps depleting you. And that's why the divine is saying that you are being supported. You are being supported by cosmic energies, and they are trying to help you reignite your life. And right now is the perfect moment, because when we have a higher energy supporting our endeavors, we don't struggle as much to get stuff done. When we're doing everything from our own reserves, everything is harder. But when God is supporting you, the divine is supporting you, however you want to refer to that energy, like I said, divine source is supporting you, the Most High is behind you, things flow a lot easier. And that's when you will start to feel your strength. This is the Leo card, and it comes up in your reading, which shows that you already have all the tools. You're already in your power partially. You see that? Her face is partially revealed. You are partially in your power. The only thing that is stopping you from doing that is that you're not moving forward. Eight is a Eight of Wands is a card of fast forward movement. You are not moving. That's why, because you are stagnant in your actions. If once your actions move, everything will move for you. Okay, everything. But you need to have faith in your ability. You need to have faith that you're being supported. You need to have faith and trust and know that everything is working out for you. And you need to remind yourself that everything is working out for you. And for those of you who maybe have been in a battle, or maybe have been going through hardships and struggling, because I see here we have the Nine of Wands. This is a card. You have the Nine of Wands, and to clarify that, you have the Seven of Wands. Both of these cards are cards of perseverance. Okay, and in the traditional tarot, in the Nine of Wands, the guy is wounded and he has like a bandage on his head because he's been through it, and he's been through a lot of struggles, but he's still going. And I'm seeing here that you are still going, and you guys are ready to persevere. A lion is courageous. A lion is very courageous, and you have that courageous spirit in you and around you, and you will come up victorious and in tune, and feel more in tune once you begin pursuing your purpose strongly. And when I say your purpose, again, purpose can be different for everybody else, But one thing I know is that often when I talk about purpose, I'm talking about something that creates value in your life to yourself and others. Okay. So, what calling do you have in your life that you feel gives you the satisfaction and also creates value for yourself and for others? What can you offer to the world that is of value? How can you increase your value through having a skill that other people either need or desire, or through doing a certain or through performing a certain job or service that is of need, like I said, that helps others? I mean, honestly, a lot of the times, purpose can look like a lot of things, but ultimately, whatever your purpose is, it will, it is in the best interest of the divine source of God, and it is supported because your purpose is of the best interest of the collective. For you to fulfill your purpose, every purpose is crafted in the image of the divine, and is divine. This it is designed to help on a collective level, to help somehow raise the vibrations of this planet and to put good energy back into the world. So whatever your purpose is, or whatever value you can create, or whatever you're pursuing right now, or however you're trying to improve yourself, like I said, whether that's in the area of career, health, uh, whatever the case may be, it's going to take practical action, and that's what the divine is saying to you. So, lastly, I just want to touch base on your last couple cards right here, which were your surrender cards. And all of these cards that are in this deck actually really line up together, and they all really are saying the same message, in my opinion. And I mean, not even opinion really, because again, as I pray, I always say, I do not want the thoughts of what's going on here to be mine. These are, I pray that I never want the thoughts that I'm giving you, or the advice that I'm giving you, or the message that I'm giving you, to come from me. It's not about me. It's about me channeling this message from source itself to say to you that these are the things that are being asked of you, and these are the things that are concerned, because there is a bigger calling for your life. We often are playing ourselves too small, okay? And there's more for you. And that's why you're not feeling fulfilled, because you're not even grazing the surface of what is available, okay, to you. And that's what's making you tired all the time. Because if you are someone that's feeling tired, or, you know, just feeling very fatigued because you are not in you are not working in your power. You are not, you are working for a paycheck, or you are just living just to live. You're not living with purpose. You're not living with direction and focus. And that's what's missing for some of you guys. And some of you guys, I'm seeing that you have been focused and you have achieved some stuff for yourself. So acknowledge that. But there is an area of achievement in your life that you're not feeling satisfied with. And that is going to take practical action. You have the knowledge, you have the wisdom based on the cards and based on what the divine is showing me, the Most High. You have everything you need. All the tools are available to you. The only thing you need to do now is take action. So the first card, you have 4 surrender cards that came out for you. The first one is surrender to inner peace. And it says, cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. In quiet meditative moments, focus on the stillness within and enjoy the inner refuge. Others will feel more good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. Okay? So meditate, relax, and not relax, because that's going to be taken differently. But what this is saying is cultivate inner peace. Trust and calm down. Trust that everything is working out for you. Trust that as long as you're taking the right actions, the right results will follow. And any results that do follow will be of your greatest good. Whether they are what you expected or not, everything is happening for a reason. Okay? The next card that you got was surrender to spirit. And it says, once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic. And I want to read the next one too before I comment on this one. So I repeat, surrender to spirit. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you. Surrender to spirit. And the next one you had that I feel like goes perfectly with that one is surrender your attachment to results. The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. So what I'm seeing here is, again, what you guys need to do is first take action, okay? But once you take action, trust that if you're doing all you can action-wise to make something happen, trust that God, the divine, the Most High, will meet you halfway and make the rest work out, okay? So once you do everything you can, let go of the results. If you're working out, or let's say, like I said, if you're trying to lose weight or something, I'm just using this as an example, and you're going to the gym 4 or 5 days a week, you're eating right, don't obsess over that scale and worry about it. Do everything you need to do consistently, but don't keep focusing on that. Just do what you need to do and trust. Of course, periodically check on your progress, but what it's saying is do what you can do and know you've done it. Don't be defeated when you haven't even taken action yet, okay? So don't be complaining when you haven't taken action yet. The last thing is surrender comparison with other people. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. Some of you guys are paralyzed in your life because you're worried about not being good enough, or you're worried about not being pretty enough, or skinny enough, or smart enough, or wise enough. Whatever the case may be, or strong enough, or tough enough, or bold enough, okay? But you are enough. And the divine is saying, keep your eye focused on yourself. No one can be you, okay? And that in itself means that you are special because you're the only one of you that there is. And there is a purpose, there's a path, a divine path, a special path for you. And there's a purpose that only you can fulfill. If you don't do it, it just doesn't get done. No one can take your place. So rather than worrying about what other people are doing, just know that you got to focus on, are you doing what you need to do? And like I said, the divine source will take care of everything else. So that is your message, Leo. And I hope that this message, like I said, helps you on your soul journey. I pray that it helps you on your path and brought some clarity to your life. And I hope to see you next time on my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by.